on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care about his ego or his stats.
And he knows that and prides himself on it. That also makes him the kind of player his teammates appreciate so much, because they know nobody wins any rings without a guy like Tyson Chandler on the team.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Grant at small forward with Noel at the 4. Allen Iverson out there with Kendall Marshall. And it's Okafor in at the center. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler. Five on the clock. Okafor kicks to Marshall. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. The 76ers might have dodged having the worst record in the league last season, but they didn't dodge having the worst road record last year, Clark.
They could not dodge that one, Kevin. Just 6 wins on the road, but that was pretty much expected considering the youth and inexperience of this team.
Marshall hits them both.
And for the 76ers, they weren't a good shooting team in general. And on the road, it got real ugly. They shot under 40% as a team on the year away from home.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Noel, a screen on Bledsoe. And Marshall kicks to Noel. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound. For the Sixers, just a brutal start to last season, 17 straight losses. They did get their first 4 wins of the season as a road team, though. As bad as they were on the road, at least they had that going for them.
Passes it to Okafor. Another shot, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Okafor's got 7 points in the game.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Now, here's Knight. 6 points for him. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Knight's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Okafor kicks to Grant. Iverson outside. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Second chance shot. That's tipped, but he gets it back to the left wing. Here's Grant. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. Grant's got the game tied up here for the 76ers. Bledsoe outside. Iverson against Knight. Here's Tucker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And how about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Now here's Iverson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. Grant outside. Bledsoe with the rebound. Suns leading by 3. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Chandler kicks to Morris. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Marshall with it, and it's Knight picking him up. Marshall with it. On the wing, Iverson. The dish to Noel. Clock at 4. That one a little long. The Suns have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And the thing about Eric Bledsoe, he's an absolutely terrific athlete. Insane athletic ability, his speed with the ball, especially Greg in the open court. Remarkable.
Yeah, and when he gets a full head of steam, look out. He goes beast mode, if you will, on the basketball floor. He really, truly is like a running back in the open field.
Phoenix has gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Morris a screen. Bledsoe dishes to Morris. Shot from free throw range. Again the miss by Morris.
Talking about Bledsoe, one area where he has to improve his turnovers. He averaged over 3.5 turnovers a game. You can't be a championship point guard if you're not squeezing the orange.
Now here's Iverson. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Marshall gets the bucket.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part. And thinking a little bit more about Eric Bledsoe, yes, he could be more efficient, but his combination of points, assists, and rebounds per game is outstanding. If he focuses in and listens to his coaches, we could be talking about him in the upper echelon of point guard.
And it's good.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
That's good.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
And sometimes it feels like Brandon Knight is the Rodney Dangerfield of the NBA. The poor guy just doesn't get much respect.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. Through the end of last season, he'd already been on 3 teams in 5 years. On one hand, it may be disrespectful, but teams recognize his ability, too.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix.
And on the topic of Brandon Knight, you have to wonder why he's been traded around so much. I mean, it wasn't due to a slow start because he made the All-NBA rookie first team. He's smart, has a strong work ethic, proved himself to be a clutch shooter in college, the kind of guy you normally wouldn't think about dealing for someone else.
You know, talking about Brandon Knight, part of the reason he's been traded so often is because teams are offering great prospects in return. Detroit dealt him for Brandon Jennings, and Milwaukee dealt him for Michael Carter-Williams.
Now here's Goodwin. He feeds it to Weems. There's the pick. To the left side wing. To the inside. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Kevin, and looking back over the last month, let's check out how Phoenix stacked up. 3rd in field goal percentage, 6th in scoring, and they're in the top 3rd in the league in blocks. They're a team that really doesn't give many good looks.
And let's give them some credit for that outstanding shooting percentage as well. I mean, they're working hard to take the smart shots, not just the first shot that presents itself. And I think that's really paying off.
Now here's Goodwin following the shot by Carl Landry. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. In the corner, it's Roten. Shot from the wing. Not enough on that one as it misses. Suns trail by 5. And here's the fast break. Weems kicks to Booker. Feeds it to Weems. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4. Philadelphia has gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. Screen by Boozer. Dishes it to Landry. Kicks to Covington. Shot clock at 6. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Tries again. That misses off the backboard.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Now here's Booker. He's covered by Roten. And here is Goodwin. He kicks to Warren. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now just a 1-point 76ers lead.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Philadelphia has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. And there's the pass to Covington. Wide open look. The putback, and Boozer throws it down.
Well, they really cranked up the intensity, tracking down those loose caroms, stacking up second chance buckets in a big pile.
Yeah, and those hustle points are just another reason they're in control.
You know, for Carlos Boozer, last year was a bit peculiar. I mean, after being a key player for several playoff teams throughout his career, he landed on the Lakers where the playoffs were nowhere in sight. Tough environment for a veteran to succeed in.
Now, here's Goodwin. Pass to Weems. And there's the feed to Lure. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Lure's got his first basket of the night.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Landry with the screen. Rebound by the Suns.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. Here are the team leaders in steals. You need to play heads up against these squads. The Suns third.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Phoenix looked to be on the verge of making it back into the playoffs last season. Ultimately, though, Greg, they faltered in the second half of the year.
Yeah, it was a 3-team race, and after coming up short in 14, the Suns had the edge early. As you said, Kevin, they simply couldn't keep things going in the second half of the season.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Out to the right wing. 46 seconds left here in the second. Covington. Again, Philadelphia.
You know, guys, the Suns went from the 8th seed to finishing 10th in the West. I mean, it would have been a tough task for them to stay in the race, particularly after all the trades. I mean, their team was in transition.
Here's Goodwin after the Sixers pick up 2. There's the steal. It's Thompson off the drive. Can't connect from 13 feet out. That's good. Now it's a 6-point 76ers lead.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now here's Goodwin. He's tightly guarded. From deep. The shot is off. And so we conclude the first half. Philadelphia ahead. They lead by 6. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Brandon, tell us a bit about your opinion on the team right now in general and what's important for the team to do in the second half.
I think we're doing all right, but we always want to improve. We always want to get better, and we just want to apply the principles that we applied throughout the week. So I think we did a good job, you know, early on. Then we started to get fatigue and get a little bit tired. So I think we got to continue to play through adversity.
Sticking to your principles is usually a good thing, Brandon. Thank you so much. Guys?
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They have a 6-point lead. And let's go to Kenny. What'd you think of their first half?
One strong area has been their work on the boards. And you're trying to get ahead in the score and stay there. It often comes down to a few extra possessions. That's why any extra rebounds can make a big difference. Now they have to come out in the second half and attack the glass with the same vengeance.
Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
They played some solid team basketball, Ernie. Pretty good. They were sharing the ball. We saw some nice feeds, a lot of movement. It wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit, and they got the assist to show for it. Their rhythm was nice.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is